Okay, this is my second function. Now I'm going to use def, same def. And my function name, let's say add numbers, add nums. And inside that, I'm going to give this x and y as parameters. Or you can say number one, number two, anything. Num1 and num2. Right. Let's give it as a parameter. So this add nums should add numbers, the two numbers, and it should return this num1 plus num2. This is very simple, but still it's flexible. So when you run this, you can call add nums function. You can give numbers and it will return the total. You can say add nums. It will return the total, right? Now it's like that rand function. Now it's flexible, so no need to spend more time, and just you can write the numbers and it will add and queue. But the thing is it supporting any number of parameters? What happen if I tell only one or two, three parameters? If I give three parameters, it will give an error. I cannot try for three. If I give one parameter, again it will give an error because one parameter is missing. So it's supporting only two parameters. It's supporting only two parameters. So it is again less flexible, but you can make this, right? How to increase the parameters? Yes, how to increase the parameters? What should we do? Right? How to increase the parameters? What should you do? Any idea? How can you add more than one? If one or two or three or four or five, any number. If you give integers, so you have to give limited. But you have another data structure. So can you remember that? How to give multiple values? Yes, Yashin? How we stored multiple values? So single variable can store only one value. But we had some other data structures to store multiple values. What are they? Yes?
Equal values.
Remember now. We use to store multiple variables, multiple values. There were
Mhm.
few data structures which can store multiple values. But normal integers, you can store only one value at a time. What you can use to store multiple values? What is the data structure?
It's a string.
You have to remember, right? So can't you remember tuples, dictionaries,
No,
sets?
sir.
No?
No, sir.
We discussed last day also.
What?
Last day also we discussed how to like for loop one. We discussed this one, right? So we
No,
use a
sir.
list. Wait. Let's say here list this one.
No, sir. We didn't.
This one we didn't discuss last day.
No, sir.
How come that is?
I don't know, sir.
So the problem is here. So we discussed for
Uh,
loop, no?
while we discuss why, so give me a second, sir. I'll check and say.
We discussed for loop. After while loop, we were discussing for loop last week, immediately last week.
No, sir. We didn't do. The last thing we did was you gave us some this one.
Only
It's
for loop.
yeah. We first we started with something that while, yeah, we started like doing while.
Hmm?
Yeah, we didn't do for loop.
Or we did this one
We only
only.
while. Then last one was
Fibonacci
we
factorial.
yeah, we did that
Hmm.
Fibonacci. That was the last thing we did.
Didn't we try with this one, for loop?
No, we didn't do for loop. The last thing we first we started with while,
Uh-huh.
and then some multiplications.
Right.
Then multiplication vertically. Then you gave some range. This
This one,
one.
this one. Hmm. This one you are telling, no? 1 into 1, 1 into 2. This one. Oh, yes. So this is one part. No, not only that, in the initial, yes, this is what we have done last week. This is dictionary. You can see this is tuple, this is dictionary, and we have done for all. List, tuple, dictionary, we have done for all, right? Done the for loop for all. But only thing is that now you cannot remember. That thing you have to correct anyhow. So otherwise, the effort taken will be useless. So here, these loops we have discussed. This is control structures, and before that we were discussing about operators. Wait. And dictionary, tuple. Yes, we have done that with the for loop. We have done the three structures, which is string. String also we can iteratively apply for loop here for letter in name the letter, and we have printed the letters. Then we have used a list. In the list also we have applied to print the list items. Then we have used a tuple. Here this is a tuple. Tuple means normal brackets. Again we have applied iteration for that. Then we have tried for dictionary. For dictionary also we were trying for that. Yes, we have done all. Then for set. So those are some other data structures. So list, tuple, dictionary, set. We have done for that also, right? The thing is that now we cannot remember. This is last week, immediately last week. So anyway, so here also you can give. So if you cannot remember these data structures, so it's a problem, right? What you have to do is you have to just remember these data. So basically, normal. So x equal to something like this and y equal 2.3. That is a variable, a single variable with a single value. You can store k equal true. We did in the initial day. This is මුල්ම දවසේ කරේ බලන්න. You can just go and check your recordings. We did this variable type data types in the initial, the first day, very first days, first day or the second day. Then I said there are some other data types. So not just numbers, not just the decimal points, not just true, false, and all. You have some other data types. That is basically, it's one is list. In list, you can store multiple values. Let's say something like this, marks. You can store multiple values in a list. And then we discuss about tuple. So list, you can print the values. This is list. It has multiple values. And tuple is also similar to this. In tuple also, you are storing multiple values, but only thing is the lists are similar to tuples, but tuples are read only. You can't change values in the tuples. In the list, you can change the values. Marks, 0th item, you can assign a value like 10. Sorry, marks 0th item, you can tell the value is 10 and it will be assigned. Then you can print the marks and you can see the first value is changed to 10. But in ABC, you can get the 0th value, but the thing is you can't assign some other value to that. That will never happen because it's read only. The tuple is read only. This one with normal brackets, it's read only. So this list is editable, mutable, immutable. So this is sorry, this is mutable. List is mutable, editable, but tuple is immutable. You can't edit the items, but still you can print it. We discussed this in initial day. I'll share you the video, right? That you have done. I can share you the video. We just discussed this in initial, the very first days, right? List, tuples, dictionaries, and sets. So please go through that back, and I'll share the video. If not, if you cannot remember, then I have to revise. Right? So I can do like this, but the thing is, then you will not remember. This is immediately fast day. So that's why I say. Okay. Anyway,
I'll
yes.
tell, sir, like you give us a question now.
Mhm.
We'll do it. You give us an overall question, sir, so that you can check how much we know.
Right. Okay. Sure.
So
I'll
you
give.
can know, right? Yeah.
Right. I'll give that. So, but before that, let's finish this what we have started. Right. So let's finish this quickly, and then let's come to the lesson. Let's come to that. Oh, shall I give the that one first? Okay, you can just try. So by now, actually, we have discussed about these things. By now, this is like let me revise the things that we have done. So you should know data types. What are the primitive data types in Python? And you must tell with the examples. So primitive data types in Python. And then you have to types of operators in Python. Types of operators in Python means you should know arithmetic operators. What are they? Logical operators, comparison, bitwise, arithmetic, logical, comparison, bitwise, assignment. So those are the operator types, and you have to actually name the operators. What are the arithmetic operators? What are the logical operators? What are the comparison operators? Right? Then the next thing is you should know about list, tuples, dictionaries, sets. Lists, tuples, dictionaries, and sets. And the operations. And next we discuss about selection. So basically, if, elif, those things, else. And then we discuss about repetition. There is about for loop, while loop, and for loop. So then we discuss about strings. In strings, again, we discuss about concatenation. What is string concatenation? And we discuss about string
Addition.
obtaining, yes, obtaining characters and characters, altering, or maybe other operations like string length and all. So and other operations possible with strings. Then so we specially discussed last day for loop to iterate through, for loop to iterate through string, list, tuple, and dictionary. For loop to iterate through the string, list, tuple, dictionary, and set. So basic control structures we did actually with the control structures, select, sequence, selection, repetition. The first one is sequence. Sequence, that is basically whatever these operations are done or the instructions are given one after the another. Selection is the path is given to you to select, and repetition is where you loop through or you have to repeat the same thing. So these are the things we did by now. Right? These are the things we did by now. So initially we have started here with the SDLC and what is class and what is object, and then we have discussed about the sequence, selection and repetition. So while discussing the sequence, selection and repetition, here this is selection. So sequence, selection and repetition, we also discuss about the operator types, variables, operator types available in Python, arithmetic operators, logical operators, likewise comparison operators, assignment operators and all. Then last day we were discussing about how to dry run this using structure chart, right? How to see the results. And yes, those are the things that we discuss. And we have discussed about this Fibonacci series and factorials. Then last day it's about for loops. So those are the things we have discussed by now. And today we are discussing about functions. Right. If you can answer, if you can give the answer, if you can just go through the videos and find out these things. So you have all the recorded videos, right? What you have to do is you have to watch these recorded videos, pre-recorded videos, and then go through this. And next day, actually try to answer these questions. So what are these? What are these? What are these? Likewise. So if you can tell the answer for these questions, then so you know somewhat. So what we have to discuss, after this is basically we have to discuss about file handling. Still we have not done in Python. Recursion, still we have not done. File handling, recursion, double OP, and Python database. So that's what we have to do according to your syllabus, right? I think you have go through your syllabus. That is A-level ICT syllabus, and it's available in English medium and Sinhala medium in ni.lk. So this is English medium one. So let's go to the Python one, and you can see, so what are the things there? So here flowchart, pseudocode, hand tracers, and then the programming language evolutions, we discuss about that. Then compilers, interpreters, and what is IDE. Here the operators comes, constances and variable, primitive data types, operators, arithmetic, logical, relational, or assignment, bitwise. Then in how to take input, how to give the output. Then about this control structure, sequence, selection, repetition. Then about the functions that we are doing now, structure, parameter passing, return values, default values, scope of variables. Now we are doing this. And data structures, list, string, tuples, dictionaries, we have done that. And file handling we have to do, right? Connected to the database and search inquiries, we have to do. So then finally searching techniques like sequential search and sorting techniques like bubble sort. With that, the lesson will be over, but it is a lengthier lesson. And you can see the number of periods assigned for those. Right, anyway, so what remaining is this 9.92, 9.9, 9.11, 9.12, and 9.13. So if you cannot remember 9.10, please let me know, then I can revise that too. Okay, with that, I think we can finish the lesson. And but what you have to do is please come up with the answers for this. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Right. So because this is very important, very, very important. Right. So please go through the videos, all the videos, and let me know what is done. And so if it is not done, please let me know, then I can. So all the videos are recorded. Why I have recorded? Because you can refer that later. Later in any time you can watch the video. That's why I have recorded.
Okay, sir.
Right. So I think you know how to find that, no?
Sir, like we don't have the videos with us. So it's on a YouTube
So I
channel
have
you
given my
hosted it.
channel, no?
It's there, sir.
Yeah, I have given my channel. There's a separate playlist for you. There's a
Oh
separate
my God.
playlist. If you go to the channel, and
Hmm.
if you go to
Hmm.
there's a playlist under this, and that playlist
Yes,
is
sir.
the A-level ICT English Media. This one, right? So this has some other content, but whatever the Python related things are also there, right? This has some additional things, right? So here you can see Python operators 1, 2, 3. You can watch that. And the logic gates and all, I don't think, because we have not done that.
Hmm.
We have not done that,
Okay, sir.
right? So next is
Sir, you changed the channel name, right? Can you give
yeah,
the?
LLICT English Medium. So not this one, sorry. Learn IT ICT Dasan Nilanjan. So that's the
Ah,
channel. Right, then you can see this Boolean algebra. Don't if you want watch this, but that is not for you, right? Those are some additional stuff. And then the control structures. You can see the control structures there. And loops. One. Then yes, those are there. So one video to upload, that is last day one. I'll upload that and let you know. But I think today I can do that. I'll
okay,
upload
sir.
that one.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So you can watch all the videos and let me know whether it is there or not. If it is not there, I'll definitely teach you. But anyway, last day also we did this list, tuples, dictionaries, but very quick revision on that.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. So let's see how functions can go further. So let's see how functions can be implemented with a. So now you know 2 parameters, yes, you can give, but if you want to give more parameters, you have to use some other data structure because normal integers won't support that because you can store only one variable at one value at a time. So that's not much usable. So what I can do is I can use a list, maybe items, and then I can loop through those items for I in items. I can define a variable, say total equals 0. Then I can say for I in items, for each items, I'm going to add that to total. Total equal total plus the item. Right. Then finally, after this, you can return the total. So if you use this add nums, the second function. So without using the first function, let's remove the first function or let's comment it. Now let's see the second function. In the second functions, you have to give the items. Let's use add nums, the same one with 2. Oh, right. You have to actually bracket this, right? When you are giving this, use another bracket because that is a single list or tuple. Right now we can see it's 73. If you use add nums, let's use 3 numbers. Now it's that value. Let's say if you give 1 number, still it does the calculation. But it is not iterable. So if you give 1 number, so you can say you can give another one. For an example, if uh, length of items equal to 1, no need to iterate, you can return the same one. You can return the same return items. You can return the same items. Else you have to iterate through. Else you have to iterate through and return the total. Okay, if item, so now I have edited this. So let's write this again. Now it should work for one item too. Oh, int has no length. Sorry, what else? Right, if it is, yeah, it is taken as a single item and it has no length. Okay, then I can say without putting type of items, if type of this item is equal to yes, if type of item is okay, let's so this is too much for you, so no need to add that. So let's say so this is working for more than, let's use the code which is working for more than 2. මම අරකට දාලා පෙන්නන්නම් මේ type එක දැනට අපි කතා කරන්නේ නැතුව it's too much for you. I can use the type of items, and if it is integer what to do, and if it is list what to do. Okay, so anyway this support numbers more than 1. So you have, if you have like tuple, or if you have a list 1, and if you have multiple items, you can give the particular list. You can say add nums and you can give that list.
Sir, what's a tuple?
What's a tuple?
Tuple is read-only list.
Tuple or tuple?
Tuple, T-U-P-L-E, tuple, tuple or tuple. It's a read-only.
So that means it's read-only list. So
yeah, you can give anything.
Yeah. So
Right.
so that means add all the numbers in the list.
Yeah, it will add all the numbers in the list and return. Right, or you can give marks or something like this, and as a tuple, then this will also be calculated. If you use add nums marks, this will respond for any tuple or list, anything. Second one is tuple, it will find marks of the tuple. The first one is finding the marks of list. Second one is finding the total of tuples. Or you can give the items inside brackets. Tuple එකක් විදිහට directly දෙන්න පුළුවන්. මෙතන වරහන් දාලා you can give the items as a tuple. Then also it will calculate. Or you can give that as a list. List කියන්නේ square brackets එක. You can, if you give this as a list, then also it will calculate. So anyway, this function is now working for any tuple or list. Any tuple or list. So that's how we have changed the item, change the function. So the first function is with no parameters, and second function will accept. So let's write here. This function will accept. So this function will accept a tuple or list. So if you don't know what is tuple, tuple is a read-only list. Tuple is read-only list. List is basically immutable, so you call this is immutable. Immutable list. That is the tuple. Immutable list is a tuple. So this, so why, I don't know why you have not asked this last day. So when we doing this for loop we have practice for list, tuple, dictionary, and okay. So in case if you cannot remember this, let's revise that as well. But other things you have to write, right? Okay. This is like other data structures. Other data structures in Python. Write the heading other data structures in Python. So this is something to remember. This don't write this now, right? So you can do later after writing this. First one is list. Is used to store multiple items. Then tuple. And let's give an example, right? X equal you can type any type of item you can store in a list, right? It can be a string, text, it can be integer or floating point number or hexadecimal number or octal number, binary number, octal number. You can store anything in a list. Decimal number, floating point number, true, false, or you can even store a list. List එකක් වුණා දාන්න, or tuple or dictionary, you can put anything inside the list, any kind of item. So basically it can be used to store multiple items in a single variable, tuple. Similar to list, but read only, immutable, cannot edit. Similar to the list, but read only, cannot edit. You can say if y is a tuple, you can give the same thing, similar to this one, any item. But the thing is, it's immutable. You can't edit. It's read only. Lists and tuples are accessed using indexes starting from 0. Print, if you say print x 0, if you say print x 0, it will give 23. If you say print y2, so what is the value? Print y2, what is the value?
So could you go a bit up so we can take the division? Yeah, okay, here.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
So okay, if it is print y2, what will be the result? Just print x0, it will print 23. If it is print y2, what is the result? Yes, indexes are starting from 0. Indexes are starting from 0. This is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have 10 items, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But indexes are starting from 0, 0 to 9. If you print y2, what is the output? Yes? Come on, you have to tell. So what is y2? y0 is 23, y1 is 44, 45, and y2
34.
is 30.
34.
Yes, 34. y2 is 34. Right? Likewise, indexes are. So if I say, okay, print length of x or length of y, what is the output? Print length of y, then you can say 10 items.